Good evening, sir. Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. And you?
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, I've got several of the books, and the interesting thing is, one of the most powerful theme was creating mutually beneficial relationships with people, not just going into their life to see what you can take, but what you can give. And applying that in so many arenas I've seen a big jump in my business. I literally calculated how much money I made from being sincerely intentional, and it's in the thousands because I've went in intentionally. And sometimes the fruits they don't come back immediately, but a year later. And I've started to map the journey of when I started that mutually beneficial relationship and how it's opened up so much. So that's definitely something I've learned, not just from reading the books, but watching yourself do what you do as well. So what's great about the books is the fact that I can see the book in you and you in the book. So there's a great level of authenticity from the content.
Wow, thank you very much. And that means a lot to me because again, there's a lot that goes into writing books mentally, emotionally, and then the team that puts it together as well. And it's always important to get feedback. I think in our part of the world, we don't like feedback, and people don't also like giving feedback. And it's important to know you can't just keep doing something over and over again and you're not asking the recipient, how exactly is this, adding value to you? What exactly is it doing to you? For me, that is a very, very critical aspect of whatever I do. So thank you for sharing. This means a lot. I have Joe. Joe, how are you?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
so which of the book did you read and what was it for you?
Yeah, I read Billionaire Habits, and what stood out for me was the formula for success that you share, which is hard work plus smart work plus network equals success. And I saw that you emphasized the aspect of network a lot, like more like the bridging gap towards hard work or smart work. Network will put you at far much more points in life, in success, than just hard work and smart work. So, and I've also learned from several of your trainings and physical classes that to build network, the most important aspect is honor, using honor to build trust and network. So that has been what I've been applying, and I've seen considerable progress as well. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it. This means a lot. Thank you. I appreciate it. Jessica, uh, let's have you.
All right. Good evening, sir, and good to have
You
me
need to
here,
put
sir.
on your video. You need to put on your video.
Ah,
You can't be sure.
okay.
People are watching globally now. And then what were you thinking?
Okay, the
Yeah.
lens is not too bright. All right, so you talked about investing in knowledge, like one has to invest in knowledge rather than just
Which book actually?
billionaire habits.
Okay.
Yeah. You talk about investing in knowledge and you talk about time management instead of watching TV and taking time to do those things that does not add value. One had rather invest in knowledge and use the time very well. Then what I did while reading this book, I found out, or I decided to give it to someone that I've been collecting from, like someone that's been there for me. Like, okay, if most time, even without asking, he would just say, like Christmas period now, he gives and all that. So I feel okay, instead of just collecting, let me be the one to give this time. So I decided to buy this book and I gifted him as a gift because you talked about giving out sometimes not until you have all the money before you give out. So I gave him as a gift. And he was like, oh, they've given you this from your company to come and give me. I said, no, I actually bought it for you to read. That if you know how much I bought it, so he collected it, and I've been telling him to come and buy land since he was like he's paying his mortgage. But when he read this book, he didn't take up to like 3 to 4 days. He just told me that he's ready for the land now. So I was wondering, what did you add to the book? What was that scene that you wrote there that made him, decide to take that step? So I found out you talked about passive income much later when I was reading it. And I think it's part of why he decided to take that step to buy. And I actually bought 6 plots, and I was glad he did that.
Wow. Okay. I'm happy to hear